Dale Johnston.
In a world of funny changes, speeding motorcycle, won't you change me?
When I was in junior high, my manic depression hit me, and I was so depressed and became so isolated, and I had no friends, and I was just like a bookworm, art lover out of the library, and that's all I knew. I had no friends. And then in high school, I discovered the Beatles, and I started coming out of my shell and like talking like to girls in a Beatle accent and stuff, and and writing songs and everything. I was like, and so the Beatles really saved my life, So it was totally crazy.
And you're now.
Yeah, and I'm still crazy, I guess, but I am sane. And I do believe, in God, and I do, and it's fun to be, sort of famous in this way that I can afford to, travel the world and do shows. It's a lot of fun, and I would like to make a major label album someday that would be a hit, and that would be fun. And I'm always working on my albums and ideas, so to get better at my art and everything, and to have a hit would be fun.
As if it would really matter, all the world on a silver platter. So many think that way these days, but I always hoped things would turn out okay. Forever, love enchanted. Forever, love can do it to you. Haunt you like a ghost. It really is the most. It'll have you charmed.
I play guitar and drums, but actually my guitar didn't really show up on the Fear Yourself. My piano playing's on it, but not my guitar, I don't think. I think that the songs that I play guitar on, I made the demo for, and then they listened to it, and then they came out, that evening, and they had their version of guitar, and then I sang with it, and it was great. Man, they were great. They were really great. It was so much fun. It was only 4 days that I was there recording with them, and there was no trouble or anything. No, no put downs or any kind of hassle or anything. It was all fun. And then after I was done of that 4 days, they spent 4 months overdubbing and producing, and they were just really careful and art-wise about it. I mean, they just took their care about it, and made it scary, and every time I would listen to it, I noticed something different that they had done to it, and it was really a masterpiece in a way. It was entertaining. That was what they had done, and then right as soon as it was about to be released, they said, would you like to do another album? I said, great. So I started writing songs right away, and ever since I've got the songs now, and singing, and they talked to my father, and I said, and So apparently, we have a chance of getting together again at some point. And so I've got the songs, and all I need to do is rehearse them and everything. So I'm very excited to be able to work with them again at some point. Because it's been like two years, maybe 2 years is like talking. It must have been at least 3 years. How long has it been since Fear Yourself, actually? Do you know? How long has it been? It's been many years. It's hard to say, but I've got the songs, and when we find out, I'll be able to work them up. Because there's a lot of songs that I was always saving my very best songs, for Sparkle Horse, and making another record with them would be so great.
I never exactly understood how to tell the tree from the woods. Joy without pleasure ain't no fun at all. Joy without pleasure ain't no fun at all. The son of Charles Dickens and a little red hen danced a wild creature like it was a sin. They tried to put, excuse me.
So now you're just trying to working on the studio?
Well, what was the question again? I'd rather be recording, than on tour. I don't really like doing live shows. I'd rather be working on and recording, That's my idea of fun. The difference between the first tapes that I made, just on regular cassettes, office cassettes, I just made for my friends. Back in the early days when I first started writing, I said, if I'm going to, I'll just pretend like I'm making albums, and I just made tapes for my friends, the songs that I was writing at the time. Now I'm trying to, make more professional recordings, even in real studios, which is quite the difference, I had one major label album, on Atlantic Records, the Fun record, and stop the talking. In the meantime, even though we've been on underground labels, we have improved the sound quite a bit, even with some really very good college radio hits, like the Sparkle Horse album and the album produced by Brian Beatty.
Driving me crazy, and I feel as if my broken heart survives. Baby, sweet man, could you please be quiet? Stop talking, I'm going to have to kill you.
I make a lot of money from the records, but my dad's my manager, and he puts all that money in the bank. But I can make instant cash with my drawings, So every time I need some money, just to get cigarettes, soda pop, clothes or albums, CDs, DVDs, any kind of entertainment or anything that I need, I can do my drawings and get instant cash right away, from different people that buy my drawings, and my dad buys my drawings, and because I can sell my drawings on the internet and from different sources, I can get money right away from my drawings. I've done some underground comics, but I just sell the drawings straight, straight to the people that buy them on the internet is the fastest way to get the drawings. I've had some offers, even Matt Groening from the Simpsons comic books wants me to do a comic book for the Simpsons line of comic books, and so I'm thinking about taking him up on it. I used to have most of my albums when they first started coming out were black and white. Hi, how are you? Give Jump Music, continued story. We're all black and white. It just happened to be that way for some reason. And, not till 1990 came out, I think, was the first color cover, And things were going strong until it all seemed to all fade to black, and my career was over when I ended up in the mental hospital, and I couldn't get out. It took 5 years to beat the system,
And I love you so, and I can't let go.
There's a lot of the themes that you've seen already, but I've got a lot of more characters that I've been coming up with that I could make a story out of, Like some of my new characters, Ratzoid, a lot of characters of different animals, secret agents, male and female, different types of animals that are like super spies against Satan. So it's sort of interesting, Actually, I do collages and pictures and stuff, I do a lot of stuff like that, with collages of photos and stuff for album covers, and I've got a lot of albums that I'm working on, and when I see a picture that I like, I'll put it in a collage that I'm working on and stuff like that.
Many girls will take me for a ride, hurting deep inside, but you never slow down.
Time's going fast, but I figure we'll all last. I believe if we could live for thousands of years. Even if we live and die, we'll show up again, somehow.
Rock on, speed motorcycle. Let's rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on.
If I ever get there, I tell you, I know. If I ever get there, 2,901. If I ever get there, I'll know. I'll have to wait to see if I make it.
I love you.
I think it's a better world all the time. I really do. I think there has been a lot of, better things happening. I think the world's getting better all the time. I do.
No, speed motorcycle of my heart. Speed motorcycle.
Well, I can't think of anything else right now, but I sure appreciate your kindness. Thanks a lot.
Let's just go.